All right, Spartans, we're about to rewatch my solo nuke. I grinded months for this. I put in so many hours, so many attempts, so much strategy and IQ to finally pull it off. Here's the beginning. I chose a circle. The elements, or the contract spawned at high rise. But I like this circle. High rise is kind of a hot drop. But this was towards middle circle, and it's not bad to have the items spawning close by to this in buildings and things like that. That gives me more cover to work with rather than being out in the open as a solo. Look at everybody up there in the game chat. They're like, oh, the nuke, stop it. Oh no, not in my lobby. He said not in my lobby. Oh yeah, the wife had the TV real loud. I don't know if you guys could hear that in the background. She's watching something like Christmas special or something. Look, they're saying up there, cheater. Let's get these guys, cheater. Look, somebody put solos is a great way to lose that streak. Stop the nuke. Bro, you're in solos trying to get the nuke. I got to attempt a nuke with my squad, says Executor. Hardest thing of my life. I wasn't watching game chat so much while I was playing. I'm excited to see this now. So right now, chat, when you're in such a high pressured situation like this, right now the goal is just to take a deep breath. I've got time. I need to get my stuff. You know, when the boys go into panic mode, that's what I try to get them to do. Hey guys, it's all right. We just settle down a little bit. You know, I get all the chickens back in the coop. So I'm just looting up, you know, trying to get that satchel, hoping to find a backpack. There's a lot of duffel bags in this place. You guys see me loot this a lot in solos on these nuke attempts. Plenty of guns. I'm gonna find a nice sub, a nice AR. Always normally always find a satchel and occasionally find a backpack and a self-res because there's bathrooms in each one of these rooms. And so there's 3 of these apartment buildings all lined up next to each other. There's a small canal in between each one of them. You can see it on the mini map. You can see it on the mini map. 1, 2, 3 with a canal in between each one of them. LTV spawn here as well, which is great for solos. And also this building up here has 3 cash registers and 3 duffel bags and sometimes some loot chests in there. So that's my strategy, was to hit these buildings, get the goods I needed, and then get out with one of these LTVs and start doing the objective. Now I'm gonna get this LTV and move to the next one. The next one's just across the bridge. Take a look at that map and break it down. So the element beryllium spawned down here. I picked up the element in high rise, which is about right here. I was hoping it would pull north. You know, obviously this would be a better pull because it looks like middle circle will be over here. So with the way it pulled, that's kind of not ideal for what I wanted, because that looks like it'll be out of zone early. But let's continue. Okay, so I see this bot boy right here. I'm like, okay, switch seats, get out on the other side of the vehicle and challenge. I got him cracked. Now's the time to push. He's one shot. Killed, but he landed the luckiest thermite throw of his life, chat. Dude didn't even shoot me. Thermite. Chat. Thermite killed me.
He didn't even shoot his gun back.
Am I solo? How many times do you get stuck with a thermite in Call of Duty?
I think I actually have.
How many times? Like, it's very, very rarely do you get stuck with a stinging thermite. And this guy happens to stick me with a thermite on my solo nuke run. My gulag partner did very well. He did what he needed to do because the other guys were chasing the heck out of me. He clutched up. Listen, I might not have gotten my nuke if this guy didn't clutch up. So I cracked the first guy. I'm trying to chase him around and get the finish, and he's slippery. His teammates covering him, and then they're both chasing me. I thought I was over here. I thought it was over here. My teammate picks off one of them, and he picks off the other. I don't even think they shot my teammate. I'm so glad he clutched it. I've got to figure out what to do. I need to land near my element so I'm not out. I already saw where the strongholds all spawned way to the south. Strongholds are out of the picture. Kind of wanted to do one to get a backpack, but I had to give up on the backpack. So my plan here is, I know I killed the guy that killed me because I killed him. He stuck me with the thermite. We both died. So all that loot is still going to be there. Plus there are still LTVs in that vicinity. So this is where I make the choice to go back for that stuff. I know I've got a decent AR, the TAC 56. I think I end up picking up a Lockman sub off of the dead guy. So I land here at the LTV in case somebody's watching. If there's immediate heat, I can just hop in the LTV and dip. Nobody saw me land. I'm feeling good. There's that Lockman in the enemy's bag. The enemy had killed somebody. That's what I saw first, was he was over here looting. So it's pretty much a clean reset. A full inventory of plates. The only thing I'm missing now is a backpack and a self-res, of course. So my thought here is I want to get this element away from the black site in case somebody finishes it and has an infinite UAV here. And it's already phase 2. And normally in quads, if we're doing nukes, we're not picking up the item right now, but I'm in solos, so I don't want to get in a pinch because I myself have to get all of the elements and take them all to the nuke and plant. Like, I have to do every single step of the process. I don't have a team to help me. So here I'm thinking, hit up the gas station, see if there's anything I need, see if anybody's watching me. I heard somebody on the comms. I got a little bit worried, but nobody was taking shots. So moving in for the item now. Remember, this is the most wanted item. It marks me on the map for everybody, and it's also marked on their screens. Like, there's an icon floating above my head on other players' screens. Loadouts just dropped. It's going to make the city really hot. People are going to be flying towards these. You can already see a fight up there. Those two guys duking it out on that loadout. Such an intense moment when you know everybody in the lobby is hunting you right now. Look at the chat. The chat says, let's get him, on my way. Everybody, there's been, I don't know, 10 or so people typing in that chat saying, let's stop the nuke. Okay, so here's the thought process here. I gotta ditch this thing, chat. This thing is too much heat. There's no way I survive if I keep this on me. I've already used my gulag, so if I die, it's all over. I got to carry it a little bit further in circle. Let's take a look at that map so you guys can kind of get a read of the strategy here. So I almost dropped it at the circle, but then I noticed that the zone was kind of, I actually got a decent zone pull. It went pretty far north, and I was thinking about dropping it here kind of out in the open where people who go to pick it up get killed by other solos closing in on the location. Because if an enemy player picks it up, they are now marked as, you know, basically the most wanted or the nuke guy, and everybody thinks that person's trying to plant it and they go kill him. So it's just a domino effect of people picking it up and killing each other at that location. So, and I can't keep that heat on me. So I'm going to drop it right here. I get to that spot. I end up going a little bit further. I think I drop it up around here, which is a little more center zone, which that's going to thin out the lobby because people are going to go to that location, and that is going to allow me to go find my other two elements without too much heat. Nobody's going to be looking for me at that point. So let's see exactly where I drop this.
I think I'm going to leave it right about here. Let's take it a little further. Take it a little further.
That's where I drop it. And this is also, look at the smoke. There's smoke up everywhere from those loadouts. This is going to be a really, really hot zone, which is good for me because I want those hot zones drawing players in so the lobby's killing itself off. Now notice the icon has appeared. This is the icon, chat. This is the icon. It shows an arrow on everybody's screen. All 55 players that are walking around right now have this arrow on their screen to go kill this guy with the beryllium. Somebody in chat says, let me know if he's cheating. Lobby, kill that dude. Going for nuke and solo, gotta be cheating. And tickle me elbow says I killed him. Oh yeah, I need to get my loadie first. Gotta make sure I get my guns.
Without the heat of the whole lobby on me.
Okay, so I'm grabbing my loadie. I got my Finnick. I got my RPK. Somebody was watching though. You see that guy taking shots? I'm here. I'm like, I'm gonna roast him real quick, but he's kind of hiding behind some cover. He's not being real aggressive. So it's time for me to pop a smoke and get out of that hot spot because he's camping it. It's also a black site, and there is a loadout there, which means gulags are gonna be dropping back in. I'm taking my time, chat. Not panic. Keep it cool. Like somebody said, cheaters are back. That's for sure. I thought about getting out right here to put those plates on, but there are like lots of really high places that people could shoot down on me, and I would not have much cover at all. All these tarps around construction are penetrable. I didn't want to risk plating up right there. Okay, so now it's phase 3. I'm not in a time crunch yet, but I definitely need to step on the pedal. Take a little break, make sure I'm gonna plate up, put plates on me, but I'm also refueling and healing my vehicle because the next element I pick up, not only does it damage me, it damages any vehicles that I'm near. My vehicle full health, me full health, I'm looted up, my inventory is as good as it can be with me not having a backpack. I gotta carry those extra plates. for when this thing's eating them up. I was a little bit worried here. The zone was about to start closing, and if this element had been in one of the skyscrapers, I might have been in trouble, because I would have had to go in and look on all the different floors. Luckily, the element was ground floor. Well, I guess on rooftop, but you know, I didn't have to climb up in the building. I saw a guy crossing over there. Looked for the cross. He had stopped, and that's a little bit of COD timing for you. I'm ADSing it. He doesn't peek. I finally look away. He peeks, taps me a couple times. I'm not trying to mess with it though. I need to get this element and get out of this location because there's not a lot of cover here. Pop the smoke, get the plutonium. I'm out. So I'm going to pull away. Notice I'm driving further away from the side where loadouts are and where the nuke is. I'm trying to stay away from as much heat as I can while I'm securing these elements. Okay. I kind of make a risky play here, but it was necessary. I leave my LTV across the street so it can heal at the gas station, and I'm not damaging it. The radius of this thing might be like 5 meters.
Stops me from plating.
The plutonium radiation radius, maybe 5 meters or so. And it will damage my vehicle if I keep my vehicle nearby. Now notice it'll damage this Hummer, and
Stay healthy.
the alarm goes off.
The damage set off.
Now luckily I didn't have to take time to go up the stairs. I mean, even if it was on the roof, I would have had time to get there. Now notice this whole time that beryllium has been on the ground. It's been picked up a couple of times. People have been killing each other around that, but me picking up this final element triggers the jailbreak. All players left spectating in the lobby are going to come back. There's 20 seconds left until that next zone is going to drop, and then I need to go get it. I chose to wait here a little bit because I didn't want to be damaging my vehicle for too long. I didn't want to make myself a target. You know, people shoot at LTVs all the time anyways. I probably waited here a little bit too long. I should have taken off a little bit earlier. Like, I should be taking off right now because I'm going to have to drive all the way across circle. So it looks like I waited maybe like 10-15 seconds too long here. Now notice the zone pulled really far away from me, which means I'm going to have to drive even further. So I didn't, at the time, I didn't know it was going to pull so far. It could have pulled it back closer to me and I wouldn't have had to drive as far. But either way, not knowing that it could possibly pull far away from me, I should have been back in my truck and ready to go. I tried to get a little run over kill on that guy because I couldn't resist. The nuke site has now landed, so I needed to be there right when it landed. I'm 200 meters away when it hits the ground. Not bad, but you know, that gives other people time to get there. That's the goals. And lucky for me, I get there quick. Nobody has got there yet. People are about to start dropping in on the location though because of the jailbreak that was triggered. Both items in. I'm getting out. I need to get my plates now.
My timer's bugged out. I cannot see.
Oh yeah. I was in the dark. So when the nuke lands,
just bugged out as well.
When the nuke lands, chat, you have 5 minutes to get all the elements and get them in there, and then arm it. I was in the dark the whole time.
It's showing the spot I picked it up.
Oh my gosh.
Where somebody actually has it.
In this moment, man, I thought I was done, chat.
So I have to go find it.
Listen. I gotta rewind. The timer bugs out when phase 4 starts. Maybe that's when this is when the 5-minute timer is supposed to begin, chat. I'm gonna start a timer right when circle closes. All right, I'm starting a timer. Let's see what it ends at. So from that moment that I got that bug and I'm now in the dark, like when I'm in there in the moment, I didn't realize the bug had happened. I actually get 2 bugs here. So I'm in the dark. I don't know how much time I got left. And also notice, chat, notice this. Look at this real quick. So somebody has picked up my element. You can see it here kind of on the jammed up mini map. You see the butt end of an LTV right there as well. This person has picked it up and they're going to the LTV. When they get in the LTV, my element bugs out and I cannot see where they are. I wasn't paying attention to that at that moment because in my mind, I'm just like, it's going to be marked later. I'm going to come back for it later. I need to focus on getting these first 2 items in so that they're not damaging me. And you'll see how that comes into play in a second. I'm still watching the guy's marker on my map to see when it gets bugged out. Okay, so it just got bugged out. See, it says BE4. I don't know. Somebody's going to pick it up again, and it's going to show up on the other side of the map. Maybe it happens. Did it happen when I... Oh, still not bugged out yet. So I got the damaging item in. I got the item that that jams your radar in, which means I'm free to focus on that most wanted item. Oh, there it is. It just bugged out just now. Somebody picked it up. I don't even think it bugged when they got in the LTV. I think it bugged when a certain person picked it up.
My element.
We saw that. We've seen that happen on other nuke runs, but the element disappeared. Like as soon as I started looking for it too, as soon as I got those items in and turned back towards it, it's gone. So the items in this LTV, and I don't know it, chat. Items right there.
When there's 30 people left,
look, they're still talking about cheaters in the chat. They're still talking about cheaters.
This is frustrating.
He's literally in the gas.
You got it?
Oh, chat, I wonder if the element is showing up in the gas for the rest of the map too. So like it bugged out. Chat, the reason that LTV was glowing red is because I have the perk on that lets you see enemy equipment and vehicles through walls. Chat's like, it was glowing red. It was glowing red. Wait, which guy did I kill there? Which guy did I kill? What was his name? Oh, that was the guy, chat. This is the guy that's been talking in the chat about cheaters and stopping the nuke. I got him. Too easy. So I'm looking for this guy. Like, chat, when you kill somebody who's holding the element pops out. It's just laying on the ground. I went ahead and checked the bags anyways because this game's so buggy. I was like, is it still in here? Let me check.
I know it was somewhere over in this vicinity.
Look, that guy I killed is still typing in that chat. Oh, I messed the timer up again, man. All right, so at this point, I'm almost halfway through the timer. I'm at 2.5 minutes, chat. There's only 2.5 minutes left for me to find somebody who has the item. So my strategy here is to get somebody to shoot at my LTV. That's why I'm gonna keep looking. I'm not gonna stop. I drive around in a little circle here. Nobody's peeking. Nobody's shooting at me. There's still 25 people left up on the field. It could be in anybody's back pocket right now. All right, guys, this is 3 minutes. That means I got 2 minutes left to find the item, plant it, and arm it. So that's when the idea hit me that somebody in an LTV might have it, and they're going towards the nuke. So my plan, if I run over this guy and he didn't have it, but there it is. There's that beautiful blue orb, Chad. There it is. There was a guy behind him who was shooting at him, but I'm just snatching that thing. I'm getting out of there. I got 90 seconds left, chat. 90 seconds. Still 20 people in the lobby. 20 people left up, and this is on solos, chat. So I could be getting peeked out from 20 different angles right now. When I get there, I put the item in. I got 1 minute left. Precision airstrike. I got the item in. Precision airstrike, though. I gotta bail. I need my LTV, baby. I need it alive. Let me get it out the way. Mission accomplished. I stopped here to reload my gun because while I was trying to plant an arm, the game kept trying to reload my gun because this game's garbage and it does stupid stuff like that. So I make sure I got that reload so I can come up. I'm getting fried from behind. There's people shooting across the river. I'm popped the smoke and I'm going for it. It's a good thing I went for it because I had about 30 seconds left on the timer. 27 seconds left on the timer when I finally got it armed. Oh, that's when I'm getting excited. That's the furthest I've ever been. But now I got to defend it, chat. Now it's time to defend. I'm getting shot from behind over here, but that's not my focus. Somebody is on the nuke. I'm going to use my LTV as best as possible. Look, my LTV goes right over this guy and doesn't kill him. This is a bit frustrating. That guy should have been so dead. I think the bomb actually might have protected him there. But luckily, I've got a nice little ridge here overlooking the bomb. It's got some visual coverage with the bushes, some concealment. It's also got some actual cover with the different rocks about. Somebody's behind me, though. I'm trying to stay mobile as well so nobody sneaks up on me. I'm using the third-person camera from the LTV to keep an eye on my surroundings. There's a minute left on the timer. I got an airstrike. Let me throw that airstrike up. Just keep it covered for another 10 seconds, maybe. Somebody's dropping in from that jailbreak. There they are. Somebody dropped in from the jailbreak, plus this guy that just dove over there. The jailbreak guy must have dove into the water. I don't know where he went. Luckily, I got a couple Simtexes in the bag. I saved them just for this. You saw when I dropped the ammo box, I stowed my Simtexes in my bag so that I could get 2 more for a total of 4. Mortar strike. I gotta keep my LTV in it, baby. I gotta keep my LTV in it, baby. 15 seconds. As long as I can make sure nobody has started the detonation at this point. And then I get Molotov. I was going back to check it. Somebody disabled my vehicle. I had to take a risk here, chat, because I had to stay alive.
Come on!
I had to stay alive.
Baby! Let's go, baby!
Woo!
Yes! Let's go, baby! It's a new year! First ever in the United States! All-American nuke, baby! In a real lobby! No VPN! No hacks, no nothing! I got the solo nuke! I got the solo nuke! Yeah!
Like I minimized my game. I did something, man. I smashed. I hit the keyboard with the headset. Oh dang, bro.
I got the nuke!
My wife was just looking at me like, "What's going on? What's going on?" She was just looking at me all stunned. She just got out of the shower too. Look at her hair. She was like, "My hair's wet." I was like, "Get over here! Get over here!" She's like, "My hair's wet. My hair's wet."
Yeah!
Chat, I was dizzy. My hands were shaking. Everything felt numb, and that's how it went down, chat. That's how it went down.